everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Redskins going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down, Cousins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this would be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. Now Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And he motions the wide receiver. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They run the counter now on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defense.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll come out in the pistol. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the Pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Now this feels like old school football because...
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. A toss play. Here's Pirine. Now Pirine is stripped to the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Or does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Touchdown, Washington! Jamison Crowder, 75 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And the Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. This is fielded inside the 5. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So Cousins now off on the sideline out of this game. And they will hand things over to their backup quarterback. Now it's the backup Smith. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Third and long, it's Smith. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So 2nd and 10 here. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Wilson to throw on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Cousins now on second down. Crowder's got it over the middle. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play action for Perine. Now Cousins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Cousins a handoff. This is Perine. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Throwing, Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now. This is Charcandrick West. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Shift together here from the D-line. Cousins gives this to Perine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Myers able to knock it through, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
First down, here's Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 23 yards on the play. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Final minute now of the third quarter. Play fake. Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. The Redskins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun. Cousins. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first down throw for Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second down, Cousins. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Again, it's Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 13-yard line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And give him a gain of 37. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now it's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In the red zone this time. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And here come the Redskins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Here's Cousins. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And some space here. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. They'll run it here with Perine. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason history. There have been a lot of them. I think in January 2016, Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers, but the Cardinals were able to survive that game.
Yeah, you need a Larry Fitzgerald, which the Cardinals had, to trump an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary, and they did so. But let's go back. 1982. Okay, don't say it. I know I'm the old guy here. But San Diego at Miami, one of the classic NFL games that was finally decided in overtime. Dan Fouts to Kellen Winslow, and the Chargers advanced to the AFC Championship game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.